Hey yo, what's up YouTube? What's up my people? What's up my favorite subscribers? My name is Xolisa, and if it's your first time to the channel, welcome to Africa Listens. Hey look, today we're gonna be checking out subscribers request, and the name of the song is I'm the Color by Stan Walker. So yeah, I just reacted to Feelings. It was great. I love this album, man. The way he did it with the, I'll say skits, with the skits where he explained how did the song came about and the story behind it. I think it's beautiful, and I appreciate the subscriber for actually saying that I must do the explanations and afterwards do the song. And I did the same on my previous two songs that I did from this album. So if you enjoy these reactions that I'm doing, and you please check out those two songs too. I'll try and link them on somewhere. I'll link them somewhere so you can easily click and watch those reactions too. Thank you so much for the support, and please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you do like my reaction to it, so that it can be shared amongst other people who enjoy Stan Walker's music. You know how the YouTube algorithm works. So yeah, let's get right into the Stan Walker I'm the Color. Interesting title, and the reason why I'm saying interesting, because on Feelings, when he was explaining how Feelings came about, it was very emotional for him. He was touching a lot on how his people, the Maudis, are looked down upon, their culture are looked down upon. I'm not sure if that's the case still now, but that's what he said. So so hopefully he will go deeper, or maybe this song also has the same sentiment, but anyway, let me not waste any time. These videos are kind of long because of the explanation that he does, and the explanations are not very short, they are very quick, 8 minutes. So
this song is probably one of the most powerful songs on this album. It's a statement of who I am and my experiences. The beautiful thing about music is that we can connect to people from all different backgrounds, different cultures, different ethnicities, different, no matter what they believe in, that music is this connector that just breaks down all the barriers of beliefs, of color, of, whatever. And every song, but this song I got...
That's why I feel much appreciated by you guys, because you just accepted me as a reactor to your music, and you're educating me about your culture that I didn't know, and I love it. So yeah, I'm loving this cultural exchange, and please, I am reading the comments, so please don't think that I'm not reading your comments. I am, and I'll try by all means to react and respond to them. So keep those comments coming, write those long essays explaining your culture, because for me, I do read it. It's beautiful.
I had the honor and the privilege of having the incredible Jordan Gavitt on this song, and Scribe. I wanted Scribe on the song from the get-go, from when the idea came to my head 5 years ago. I was in this time, and I had just been seeing too much and letting too many things fall by the wayside in terms of comments and how we were treated, how we're still treated and looked at differently. I'm in a position as Stan Walker, I'm the exception to the rule. Is it exception to the rule? Where I'm not one of those. I'm not one of these people. So I'm privy to see how people at the top tables really think. I'm privy to see how the suits really think and what they really want to say about my people. For example, there's lyrics in the song where I wrote, express way about how people feel about me. I'm good enough, but they don't want to hear
express ways. Smart. That's a smart way of writing that and saying that.
But not to say a thing. They just want me to sing. This is a bit of a few different experiences combined into one kind of thing. Express lanes at the airport, because I'm bougie. I travel express lane. I've got my air points. I fly a lot, and so every time I've gone to the express lane,
hey man, own that. You worked hard for it. Bro.
I wore a hoodie, they'll stop me and go, no, you over here, sir. Just because of my appearance of what I'm wearing, they'll stop.
Really? 5 years ago. When was this? It's gonna mess up the whole thing now. So this was uploaded 8 months ago, 5 years ago. But that's pretty recent. Why? Why such a treatment?
Me. And then they'll go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Stan Walker. Or if I show them the express card, then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. But they just stop me just on appearance. People have died on appearance. People have died because they've thought somebody was this. And that is so small.
Being from South Africa, I know exactly this. We have a horrible history based on people's appearance. Crazy. And I don't know how. Actually, I must look up, I must read up and also watch some New Zealand and get some history behind New Zealand and see how it came about and what type of oppression, the people from the country got, I know there are different cultures. Stan is from Maori. I know there's another culture, and maybe those are the two indigenous cultures, and I'm curious to see what they went through as a people.
Small and minute compared to the bigger scheme of things in terms of appearance, but it just goes to show that you're less and that you're not worthy enough because you look a certain way, you're dressed a certain way. First of all, you're there to usher me into the lane that I deserve to be in. So that would always happen to me. And then I would get told constantly, don't talk about this, that's too hard, it's too harsh to share on TV, don't talk about this stuff, talk about your experiences, people don't want to hear about that, that's too...
Talk about your experiences, that's his experience. What do you mean? I'm talking about my experiences. You see, that's the media for you. And it's basically the Western world. It's the West. The Western world, they try and do that to brown people. They try and suppress, and silence those voices, which is the true experience that we as a people, but a different shade of color. That's most of what we have to go through our day. And you have people who have the audacity to tell you not to share your experience, but not that experience. So what are you trying to control what I can say and not say? Who are you? You didn't make me. But I get what I say. He is a celebrity, so they want to paint a centered picture, and he knows that he has the influence to get people rowdy, about certain things that he goes through. Even though he's a superstar, he's an idol, to the kids back there in New Zealand. And so imagine if he has to speak like this and talk his truth, and then the kids are gonna be so riled up. They're gonna want to do something about it, and they don't want that. They don't want to change the status quo. They don't want that. They want everything to remain the same. So, man.
Too abrupt. Talk about real life experiences. They don't want to hear that stuff. People only wanted me to sing. They didn't want me to talk about what I'd been through because it was too confronting for them. But the thing is, I have to be honest and I have to share my experiences, and the most powerful thing.
Also, let me know, is Stan independent?
Thing that I have is the word of my testimony. That's how I help people. That's how I save people. But people don't like that because it's too confronting for them. It's not nice, it's not cute, it's not sellable, it's not a superstar thing to do.
That's what they say.
And so I'd kind of been fed up, and this song talks about my life in this industry, being a brown Māori man. And I talk about, I gotta speak my mind. There's a lot on my mind. They're scared of what I say next. I'm just waiting for the same text, waiting for somebody to text me and say, you shouldn't have said that. Talking about how I'm a brown boy in a white world. I never fit.
Oh snap. Really now? So that also goes on in that part of the world. The same thing that we went through, and low-key we still are. It's just that now it's subtle. You guys also go through the same ish out there. That's crazy.
Fit in, never good enough, they can't place me. Polynesian people, Maori people, Pacifica people.
Polynesian. Sounds Poland, but Polynesian people, Maori people, what's the other?
They can't place me. Polynesian people, Maori people, Pacifica people. Depending on your color, and this is all people of color around the world. You're more because you're darker. you're less because you're thinking, you know, there's all this colorism and everything. I didn't understand this growing up, but then they place that on you, and then
see, I kind of had this. I had that understanding of what this song is gonna be. Not the song, what the song is gonna be, but the explanation behind it. Because I'm the color. What else can he speak about? That's what he also strongly spoke about in my previous reaction to Feelings.
and you see it evidently within the industry when they're lightening your images, they're making you look like a whole different person. They, you know, from the images to the way talking about you, don't be too this and like, oh no, that's a bit too thing, or are you going to really wear that on stage? My tauna? I was like, well, are you going to wear that?
Tauna. Does that mean necklace or does it mean something different than a necklace? Tauna. My town.
Surely that is probably fake that you got from Bloomin' Levoso or whatever that shop was called. But you know, just that was my experiences. And when we started this song, I started this song with Michael Fatkin and Vince in Sydney, and I got Jordan Gavitt on it. I wanted her to share her story. You know, we come from kind of similar backgrounds in terms of, you know, being brought up in Australia and New Zealand, her being Samoan, me being Māori, and trying to fit into the different crowds and trying to find...
What's the other culture, Sao?
Trying to fit into the different crowds and trying to find New Zealand, her being Samoan, me being Māori, and trying to fit into the different crowds and trying to find our kind of place of belonging within certain people groups and in foreign lands and foreign places, and then sharing our experiences of our upbringing, her sharing her experience of her upbringing. And
New Zealand is pretty close to Australia, right? I guess so. The fact that people can be born between the two countries or nations, they should. Do I have a map somewhere? No, I have the African map there. But yeah, I think they should.
Talking about her grandmother being in the Dawn Raids, like her grandmother being her strength and her grandmother being the example and the pillar of hope and strength in her family, that she has that same kind of like mana and attitude that, you know, she's not going to falter, that she's not going to bend or be swayed by anything. Then when I got Scribe on, you know, him talking about growing up in Christchurch, being a Samoan man, being hated and being disrespected, but you know, when it comes to his flow and when it comes to his rapping and to his music, people they had to love him because he was the man. There's nobody that's ever been like Scribe.
Man.
Nobody.
If there's one thing that you cannot deny is talent. You cannot deny talent. Talent has no color. So doesn't matter what, and it has no religion or culture. It is inspired by a lot of things, you know, probably culture is one of them, but it transcends to other cultures too, because it's a spirit. Talent, especially music is spiritual. And so people, the spirit that we all have, I believe it's the same spirit. If you're a Christian, you'll believe the same too. But even if you're not a Christian, if you have a spiritual being or a spiritual person, you'll know that a spirit doesn't have color. A spirit is the same. Like a spirit is just a spirit, which is beautiful. And maybe we should all be called spirits. Maybe we should start pushing this idea that we are all spirit. I mean, we have been spirit. We know that there's souls within us. Maybe we need to identify identify ourselves based on that instead of the color of our skins and where you come from and how you were raised and stuff. But of course, there are people out there with a certain agenda who wouldn't allow that to happen, you know?
There's never going to be another Scribe. There's only ever one Scribe, and I had to have him. I had to have the legend. I had to have him. He's the man. Like, he's just one of the most incredible artists, I think, for myself, to ever come out of New Zealand, ever, in all genres. He's the man. There's never been someone like him. And I wanted him on the song to share his story. And I wanted our three stories to come together because we've all shared similar experiences in terms of being brown people and in this industry, and going between the different countries and feeling displaced in your own home and displaced in these different countries, and trying to find communities and trying to latch on to anything and to latch on and hold on to our culture. So this song is an important piece, and we're just so proud of who we are. We're proud of that because that color, it's also a metaphor for that's our DNA, that's our whakapapa, who we come from. You know, we are who we are because of who we come from and where we come from. And so this song was just turned out into, I feel like, a piece of art that expresses our own individual stories, brings us together as a people. Yeah, this song is probably the biggest songs on this album in terms of a statement. Okay. And a statement that I feel like is done in a beautiful way. It feels like a movie track. It's a movie of our lives. And again, we weren't trying to make music that sounded like anything else than what we felt at that time. And I've been very intentional about everything and every single song and the production and who's worked on it, who's sung on it. We had Nate singing all the BVs on this, singing all over that, it's like our people that are just like weaved into the song, from production to writing to singing to rapping to the features, everything. I wanted it to like be the DNA of us and not just me. All in, you know, all of us are in this. And so this is I Am the Color.
I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's react to the song Color. Okay, I'm gonna react to this live version because literally it makes it even. I mean, me reacting to it basically means that the chances of this video being blocked it's high. No, not being blocked are high, because some of Stan's videos, they get blocked, you know. I have quite a couple of videos that didn't make it to the channel because Stan blocked them from actors reacting to his content. So yeah, hopefully this live version won't be blocked, but let's go. Hey, that's the language right there. That's the language right there. You know, it always hits me. It always hit me.
Te papa he rongo he, I tenei te papa ka piere, puritia kia u, kia mau.
Beautiful. I feel like I'm in a jungle and I'm walking surrounded and covered by trees, and I'm just walking and I can just hear the voices of the animals, like from the insects to the big animals in that jungle. Wow, such a beautiful sound that I'm hearing. Even with my own imagination, it's such a peaceful atmosphere that's going on here in this music.
Tenei te rangi ka rukutia puritia kia u, kia mau.
This sounds like a prayer, man.
Rukutia te papa he rongo he, tenei te papa ka rukutia puritia kia u, kia mau.
Okay, that's a different twist.
You are the color.
Yeah, you are.
I am the color. We are the color.
Love it, love it, love it.
Wanna make the people feel something. But if I can't speak the truth, they don't feel nothing. I gotta.
Yo, this chord, the chord that they are using there, I mean, the tempo of the beat also, it reminds me of one of his song, Inventing Myself. This, I think the chord progression that they are using here, it's the same as the one, not the same, similar to the one that they use in Inventing Myself. And I love Inventing Myself. If you haven't seen my reaction to Inventing Myself, please go and find that song. It's beautiful.
Wanna make the people feel something. But if I can't speak the truth, they won't feel nothing. I gotta speak my mind.
What was that?
I gotta speak my mind. There's a lot on my mind. I'm scared of what I say next. I'm just waiting for the same text. 'Cause real is just too real. They don't care how I feel.
Brown boy living in a white world.
Felt ashamed of my brown skin. Not brown enough, but too brown can't
This song
win.
is powerful.
They don't even have to say a damn thing. It's what they do, and that's the same thing. Relax at the airport, 'cause I'm looking like a thug in my tracksuit. Who even cares what I look like? They care,
That piano.
they care. It's not fair, it's not fair. Express lanes, expressways about to feel about me. I'm good enough but not good enough to say anything. My opinion matters only if it's just about me, not them. See, they don't want to hear a thing. They just want me to sing. They don't want to hear a thing. They just want me to sing. They don't want to hear a thing. But I'm more than that. I'm more than that. I'm more.
I am the color.
I am, I am, I am.
You are the color.
You are, you are, you are.
I am the color.
We are, we are, we are.
We are the color.
Yeah. Say I'm the color of you. You are the color of me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. I am the color of you.
Chains are not broken. Praise to the owner. Nice to have my grandmother's blood and this golden skin. I used to try to keep up.
Is that the feature? But she's not there. I'm sorry. I couldn't react to if there is a video where you appeared, I couldn't react to that because I was scared that this song might get blocked.
All time I've been more than enough. More than enough. For every hand that you dealt us, put it up and say that you help us. We build from the ground up. Oh, thank God that you found us so you can surround us. So put 'em up high. Them come busting through in the night. It's going down, down, down. That's why we keep our head up in the clouds. Ooh, yeah.
I am, I am, I am. You are, you are. We are, we are, we are. Yeah. I am the color of you.
I was born and raised in A-Town. Out of Newey by the playground. And I put 'em for my city though. Same city haters cause I face brown. Same time, same city love me cause the flow is the coldest. And it's so sick I spit the COVID. And the cops lock me up because my nose big. I'm from the east side streets, through the concrete I grew like a rose did. The Pacific Coast and we rode it. And I owned shit before you knew what a road is. I am the color of the truth and you know this. On my shoulders the future hope has been bestowed and I never folded. I'ma go in and take back everything
Wonderful. That was beautiful, man. That was a great song. That was a great song. Definitely downloading that one. It hit hard. Like everything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I should listen to the original and see how it sounds, if it's different or not. But I don't think it might be that different. But I love this live. Of course, I think those are the Levites, right? They are the Levites. So I think those backup singers, actually the whole studio and production, the band itself, they do justice, man, to a lot of Stan Walker's songs. So yeah, I'm excited to listen to the original, but definitely it's a download. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to say much about the song to try and dissect it. I think I did the best that I could. I think we all understood where the song come from and why he wrote it and how he felt when he wrote it, because he explained it. But I just wanted to thank you for making it this far, and shout out to you for being a Stan Walker fan, and showing the support, and also showing my channel support and showing me support. So please do suggest more music. Otherwise, see you on my next video. Peace.